Warning. This video is demonstration and educational purpose only. Mishandling live main voltage may cause injuries to body or death. Inexperienced person or electrical student, do not try this work at home or anywhere. Always call professional electrician or certified electrician to do the electrical work. Previously in part 1 video about troubleshooting the statue light, found out the faulty LED spotlight and bad wiring connection caused the RCCB trip. So now the new spotlight and waterproof junction box is prepared to installation and waterproofing the wiring connection. Let's get started. First things first, unscrew the old faulty spotlight. Then move the spotlight aside to disconnect the wire. Then unwrap the spoiled electric tape from the connector. Look at the electric tape no longer insulate the connector and the connector also is rusty inside. And the wiring connection is not properly connected to the connector. Make sure turn off the electric supply before disconnect the spotlight. Use test pen to disconnect the wire but the connector is rusty. Instead use wire cutter to cut the wire. Oops, the spotlight fall down. But still look in good condition even though it worked. Well, the light wire is long enough to connect the connector after install the waterproof junction box. The light wire still look in good condition. Clean up the place before install the waterproof junction box. Before install the waterproof junction box, apply heavy duty silicone around the wire for waterproofing. Use hole saw and make a hole at the back of the waterproof junction box. Now insert the light wire into the junction box hole. Make sure the junction box position is in correct way for easier to install the new LED spotlight later. Using the old wall plug, screw the junction box on the stone surface. Then use heavy duty silicone and apply around the light wire. And at the both screw inside the waterproof junction box. Install 10 amps connector at the light wire for connect new spotlight wire afterwards. Drill 6 mm hole into the stone surface to install new spotlight. Insert the watt plug into the hole and screw the new LED spotlight on the stone surface. Drill 8 mm hole at the side of the waterproof junction box and insert the new spotlight wire into the hole. Connect the spotlight and neutral wire to the light wire. The earth wire cut to short because there's no earth terminal or connection from the light wire. Before close the waterproof junction box, make sure put in the rubber gasket around the junction box cover and place it on top of the junction box. Put in all the junction box screw and screw the cover tightly to make a good waterproof seal to the junction box. The original color for waterproof junction box is purple, but paint in black to match the color with the stone surface color. Next, apply heavy duty silicone to the gap around the bottom of the waterproof junction box. Apply the silicone all side of the waterproof junction box. This will prevent the rainwater enter into the junction box. Press the silicone glue and rub around the junction box to make a good seal between the gaps. And also apply silicone glue to the spotlight wire hole at the junction box. Now the waterproofing wiring connection and install new LED spotlight on the statue stone surface is done. Now let's move to the ground at the garden. So this is the stone plate put last time when troubleshoot. When remove the stone plate, red ants, white ants and dead millipede everywhere. Oh my god, I'm start having goosebumps all over me and this place is creep me out. Need to clean this place before start to do the light wiring connection. Just use the broom head and swipe all the ants, millipede and dirt away. So can extend the short light wire before install the spotlight. Remove the electric tape and figure it out how to extend this short light wire. Even pull the wire but it's not enough length to come out. So this gonna be a challenging to extend the wire to connect the spotlight. Try to strip out the wire but unfortunately the neutral wire becomes short. It's going to be too hard to figure it out how to connect the light wire and the spotlight wire. There will be a chance the wire will become shorter again if try to strip out the wire more. So I stopped pressuring the wire. So try using the 10 amps connector. Luckily it fit in the wire tightly, so now can extend the light wire using the connector again. Because of the length difference between the live and neutral wire, using the connector will be no issue to connect the spotlight. Now using 1.5 mm 2-core live and neutral wire, connect the light wire to the 2-core wire into the 10 amps connector. Now the light wire is extended long enough to connect the spotlight. Drill a hole at the back of the junction box at the center. Now put in the 2-core wire into the junction box hole and also place the junction box on the ground in good position. Before do the waterproofing this extend light wire connection, connect the spotlight to make sure this extend light wire is working. Turn on the light switch. Fortunately, the extend light wire is working. It's such a blissful when fix a challenging problem and watch it work like a charm. Now turn off the light switch. Use heavy duty silicone and apply into the junction box hole, and also apply it around the wire inside the junction box. This will give a good insulation for the wire. This is called steel hook used for whole water pipe or GI pipe. The steel hooks is going to use to anchor the junction box on the ground. It's impossible to drill holes and use wall plug to screw the junction box on the muddy ground. Instead, using the steel hook will be perfect to anchor the junction box. Use hammer and hit the steel hook at the sharp edge inside the junction box. Hit the curve at the steel hook to grab the junction box until to the ground. Not only one, but use 3 steel hooks to anchor the junction box firmly to the ground. Drill 8 mm hole at the side of the junction box for spotlight wire. Now insert the LED spotlight wire into the junction box hole and connect the spotlight wire and the light wire by using the 10 amps connector. As usual, the spotlight earth wire is cut to short because no earth wire or earth terminal at the light wire. Use back the concrete block and install the new LED spotlight on the concrete block. Before close the junction box cover, must put in the gasket, then put the cover on the junction box. Next, insert all the screw into the junction box and use screwdriver to screw all the junction box screw. Make sure all screw must screw it tightly to make sure the junction box waterproof. Last but not least, use silicone glue and apply on top of the screw and also at the spotlight wire hole at the junction box. Finally, the light wire is extended and waterproof the connection. Also install new LED spotlight. Overall, install all new LED spotlight and waterproofing the wiring connection done at the statue place. This outdoor spark light installed new to this place with waterproof junction box. All the light and waterproofing connection work done the same way to all lights at the statue place. Except this another spark light is untouched because it's still in good condition. As you see, all installation is complete. Now it's time for testing. Turn on the light switch. Look, all the new LED spotlight is working without a problem and no trip at the main distribution board. This look amazing at here. This new spotlight with extended wire working too. It's a success and a blissful moment when everything is fixed and working fine. It's hot sunny day here, so it's hard to see how the new LED spotlight beam hit on the statue. Let's see how the light beam look at the night. Wow, it's look bright at the statue place. But got one problem. The spotlight beam need to adjust to hit the light at the another half of the statue. But it's not a problem. It can solve just by adjust the spotlight angle. Anyway, all light is working and no trip happened so far. This is the end here, so don't forget to like, share and hit the subscribe button for more interesting electrical content videos. Your support matters. Thanks for watching.